So let's continue with our binary search playlist. Now this is the part of the Strivers A to Z DSA course. In case you haven't checked it out yet, there's a link in the description. Make sure you check it out after this video. So till now I've covered up till this particular problem, which is median of two sorted arrays. And the problem that I'm going to cover up today is finding the kth element of two sorted arrays. Now please make sure that you pause this video right away, go back and watch this video, median of two sorted arrays, because if you don't understand the core concept that I've used in finding the median in two sorted arrays, you'll not understand how to solve this one, because this problem is an extension of the previous one. So understanding the previous one is very critical. I'll leave a link in the description. In case you haven't seen it, pause the video right away, go back and watch it, and then you can come back and resume. So the problem is finding the kth element of two sorted arrays of different sizes. What does the problem state? You'll be given an array 1 and array 2. Both of them will be in the sorted order. What you have to do is you have to merge them, like hypothetically, just merge them into the third sorted array. So if I merge them, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be the third merged sorted array, right? Now what you have to find is the fourth element. So the fourth element will be this, the fifth element will be this, the sixth will be this, and so on. So you'll be given array 1, array 2, k. So you have to tell me the fourth element by merging these two sorted arrays. So when I say merge these two arrays to get the third sorted array, you need to merge them. No, they don't want you to merge it. They'll be giving you k. What you have to return is 4, which is the element at the fourth position after merging. You can merge them, you cannot merge them. That is on you. What they expect you to return is just the element. That's it. How you do, that is your concern. So if you have solved the previous question, which is median of two sorted arrays, you do remember the question was very much similar. The only difference was finding the median of two sorted arrays. And in this question, we have been asked to find the kth element of two sorted arrays. So let's quickly get back to the previous question. And the example that we took was array 1 and array 2, which had 6 and 4 elements respectively, right? And adding them up, we had 10 elements, which was even in number. What we did was, we kind of tried to implement binary search by splitting them into two halves. 5 elements on the left, 5 elements on the right. And then we recognized which of the elements was taken from the array 1, which of the elements was taken from the array 2, right? Once you have recognized this, we tried to find out the median, because the median was 4 plus 6 by 2. Why 2 elements? Because the number of elements were even. That is what we did, right? And how did we do it? We know that out of 4 and 3, you have to take the maximum. So we took 4. And we know that out of 6 and 7, we have to take the minimum. So we took 4 and 6 and we did something. And the formula was max of L1, L2 plus min of R1, R2 by 2. Now this was working when the symmetrical, like the median symmetry, was having equal number of elements on left and right. And that is only possible in case of even number of elements. And then you pick up 4 and 6 and then you divide them by 2, right? But there was one more case where we had odd number of elements, where there was 3 and 2 elements which added up to 5 elements. In that case, you cannot, like, we know the median is 3, but you cannot draw a line of symmetry on 3 and say 1, 2 and 4, 5. You cannot do it. That is why what we did was, we took 3 numbers on the left, we took 2 numbers on the right, and we were doing, okay, we will try to formulate these 3 numbers. And in doing so, what we did was, we realized that 2 was coming from array 1 and 1, 3 was coming from array 2. And on the right, we had 4 and 5 from array 1 and nothing from array 2. So this is how we formulated it. And in order to get the median, which is the 3, what we did was, this was L1, this was L2, this was R1, and R2 was int max. If you remember the formula or the algorithm, we know that 3 is the median, which is the last element of the left half. So which is the last element of the left half? That's the greatest element out of these. So what we said was the median was max of L1, L2. Can we implement the similar formula? I think we can. We can implement the similar formula, isn't it? What are we doing over here? The total number of elements were 5. We were splitting them into 3 and 2. That is what we did. Can we not do the similar thing over here? Can I say I need 4 elements on the left and I need 6 elements. How many elements are there in total? Let's quickly count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 elements. 4 on the left, 5 on the right. So we are very much sure that 4 elements will be on the left and 5 elements will be on the right. Now we have to figure out which are the 4 elements. Try to merge them. Can I say it's like 1, 2, 3, 4? These are the first 4 elements and 2, 3 are coming from here and 1, 4 are coming from here. So we maybe can write 2, 3 are coming from array 1 and that's very much obvious. And 1, 4 is coming from array 2, which is again very much obvious. Done? Once we have formulated the left half, because that is what we need to formulate, the left half. Once we have formulated the left half, what is the answer? L1 is here, L2 is here. The answer is, we just need to find the kth element, no median here, just the kth element. So try to rearrange them, that's what it is. The last element is technically the greatest of all. So the greatest of L1 and L2. So the kth element is greatest of L1 and L2. So what we did was, in the median, we were trying to form n by 2, or we were trying to form 3, 2 in case of odd. That is what we did. Over here, we will try to form k and n minus k, where n is the total number of elements. Same concept, just that we did the slightly different split. We were saying k on the left and the remaining on the right. Out of these k, we figure out what is the correct configuration. And that is how we can easily solve it. So let's quickly get back into the code editor. So we'll be solving the problem kth element. But what I'll do is I'll go back to the problem median of 2 sorted arrays and I will copy paste, the code. And now we have n1, n2. Let's not take it because we are already given n and m. So let's just rename it to n1 and n2. Perfect. Let's rename array 1 to A and array 2 to B because that was there. And instead of calling this function when we have to swap, what we'll do is we'll call B, A, N2, N1 and K. Perfect. This is one of the things. The other thing that I'll have to do is hash include bits /stdc++.h. Okay, this is done. Is everything else correct? Okay. How many elements will be there on the left? K. So there are k elements on the left. N is there. Everything else will stay the same. Yes, this one will change. We don't need to find median. We just find the max of L1 and L2. I think that should be done. I think we're pretty much done. But if we try to submit this, this will give us a wrong answer. Why? I'll tell you. So over here, we are taking low as 0, which means maybe we'll pick up nothing from array 1. Or we are saying maybe we'll pick up everything from array 1. So let's quickly get back into the iPad. Imagine I've been asked to find the second element. And the array 1 has 6 elements. Now, does it make sense to pick up 6 elements from array 1? No. At max, how many can you pick? You can pick at max 2 elements. So can I say high will be minimum of k comma n1? Because if it is given 6, I cannot pick 6. At max, I can pick 2 elements. So maybe high will be minimum of k comma n1. So this is what I'll do, minimum of k comma n1. Similarly, do we need to change low? I think we need. So you have understood for high. What about low? We're taking low to be 0. But is it 0 always? When k was 2, okay, that's understandable because imagine the array 2 has 5 elements. That's understandable that, okay, in total it has 11 elements. You need 2, so it's like 2 by 9. The left will always have 2 elements. You can pick up 0 from here and just 2 from array 2 and that will do the job. But, what if I change this k to make it something like 7? In that case, what I'm saying is 7 elements from the left. And in total, there were 11. So the remaining 4 will go to the right. And if I'm forming 7 from on the left, even if I pick up all the 5, I still need a minimum of 2. From array 1. I cannot survive with 0. So thereby, you will say max of 0 comma at least k minus n2, which is 5. 7 minus 5, 2. At least I need. In case k was 2, this formula also works. max of 0, k was 2, 2 minus 5 was minus 3. So it will be always taking 0. In case k is a smaller quantity, it works. In case k is a bigger quantity than this one, then you have to pick up something. That is why the value of low will be at least you need k minus into at least, and the minimum high will be minimum. If k is a very small quantity, you don't need to pick up everything. Just do these changes, otherwise it might end up giving you a wrong answer because you'll not find elements. You'll not be having sufficient elements. So this is done. We know the answer will be between this and this. That is done. Let's quickly go ahead and run this. I think we are pretty much done. I think it should run, hopefully. It does. Let's quickly submit it and see if it is getting submitted or not. It does get submitted as well. By the way, the brute and the better solution will be similar to what we did in this particular problem, which is median of two sorted arrays. That is why I did not discuss it. And what about the time complexity? It will be similar to what was in median of two sorted arrays. That is logarithmic of minimum of the size of both the arrays, because we are doing a binary search on the minimum length. Got it? So let's quickly get back into the sheet and mark this as done. I hope you have noticed how important are concepts, because if your concept for this problem was clear, this problem was a cakewalk. That is why I'm focusing so much on concepts. Please focus on concepts. Do not memorize problems. Please, please. In case you're still watching till here, please do consider giving us a like. And if you're new to our channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, Twitter and LinkedIn, all the profile links will be in the description. With this, I'll be wrapping up this video. Let's meet in some other video. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.
Whenever your heart is broken.